Giants versus Cowboys week 1. Tell me you haven't heard that one before. Giants taking on the Cowboys week 1 Sunday Night Football, man. And the Cowboys think that they're going to storm into New York. They're going to storm into MetLife and get a dub so easily. They don't know that this Giants team is going to be different. They look at the history aspect of it. Dak Prescott hasn't lost to the Giants since his rookie year. You know, they also haven't won a Super Bowl in this decade, let alone the last 2. We don't got to talk about history because if you want to take it there, trust me, we got it. Dak Prescott looks to continue his streak on the Giants, and listen, this Giants team is different and it's not the same team that he's faced the last 5 years. After Dak Prescott's rookie year, the Giants happen to be one of the worst teams in the league in that span. Worse than teams like the Browns, who we know has been a dumpster fire for a very long time. The Giants have been a bad team overall, so if you want a credit for Dak Prescott beating a bad team, bravo to you. But this upcoming season, coming off of a season that we played well last year, but we didn't work out in the division, we're coming for it all. This upcoming season, let alone the next. Coming into this game, we got Dak Prescott going against our defense, and our defense only got a little more stout than it was last season. Already having Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams, and Kayvon and Azeez on the edge, listen, health is key, and that's the one thing I like about facing them week 1. All our guys are healthy, so there's no excuses when it comes to injuries, because we know in that last matchup, not everybody was there. We had Nick McLeod starting on Thanksgiving night. No Adoree Jackson, no Xavier McKinney, no Fabian Moreau. We had to settle with second string, third string DBs covering guys like CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup. So it's hard to win when you have things like that going on. Heading into week 1, we drafted our guy Deonte Banks. We drafted our guy Trey Hawkins. We got Adoree Jackson back. Xavier McKinney's going to be on the field. Listen, this Giants defense is coming ready, and we only added more guys. Isaiah Simmons will be playing linebacker, making his difference felt. Bobby Okereke will be on the field, a linebacker that we didn't have. We're playing guys like Jalen Smith last time we played y'all. This ain't going to be the same thing. And last year, they gashed us with the run, which is true. That's why we went out and added guys like Ashawn Robinson and Nacho, who's going to come in when Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams needs a break and plug in that run play. Listen, this Giants defense is coming ready, and they're coming different. We're not worried about no Brandon Cooks. We're not worried about a Zeke-less Cowboys team, because we know Zeke and the running backs is what really performs for Dak Prescott. Without that running game, we'll see where Dak Prescott really stands when it comes against our defense. Now going to the offensive side. The offense was completely outmatched to their defense. The Cowboys defense is the best part of their team, hands down. When you got guys on the other side of the field that are ready to come wreck your offense, man, it's tough. Andrew Thomas being one of the best left tackles in this game, and actually he's getting paid like one now. He's going to have to lock up when it comes to Micah Parsons. That's a premier matchup, and I know I'm going to roll with my guy when it comes to that matchup. Micah's looks like he's had a great game against all these teams and all these different players, but Trent Williams and Andrew Thomas might have his number. We're going to see coming up. Evan Neal, it's his revenge game. Evan Neal had the worst game of his career, I think, at any level when it came against the Cowboys. So going into the offseason, he was looking to change up his stance, looking to change and get better. You're already seeing a couple different changes, and once again, he's healthy. He doesn't have to deal with no injury. I'm really excited to see what Evan Neal can do, because when he's facing guys like DeMarcus Lawrence, he's going to have to tighten up. Last year it got ugly, and Evan Neal cannot go out there and do that again. Now, the Giants were outmatched also because they didn't have any weapons. We're trotting out guys like Richie James, David Sills, and Isaiah Hodgins in that second game, which we didn't know what Isaiah Hodgins was at that point. We weren't sure what he was going to be. But listen, now we're trying out guys like Darren Waller, Paris Campbell, and Jalen Hyatt. Darren Waller is going to be the mismatch of the game on both sides of the ball. Nobody's going to be able to cover this man. But now it's all up to DJ if he could really find him and make those throws, and hopefully the front line holds up. If DJ gets enough time to throw the ball out to Waller, it's going to be a big matchup, and it's going to be a big reward for him, because Darren Waller is a mismatch at every single level. And listen, who's going to guard him? You're not going to put Trayvon Diggs. Yes, you got Stephon Gilmore. Good luck trying to guard Waller. What linebacker is going to cover Waller? Complete mismatch, and I'm looking to see that in this upcoming game. Another side that I want to see is that Saquon Barkley is still in this backfield. When you got Saquon Barkley in the backfield and you're adding a Jalen Hyatt on the outside, you still have Darius Slayton, you're adding a Paris Campbell. That speed on all places on the field. If you got to account for Saquon Barkley, well, you're going to have to stick an extra guy in the box and single cover these dudes. I need a Darius Slayton touchdown. I need a Jalen Hyatt touchdown. I need these guys to simply run past their defender and do what they do. Jalen Hyatt has shown that already. Nobody in this league is going to be able to cover his speed. It's just about getting enough time to be able to make those throws. Darius Slayton had a head top catch last time. I need to see another one. Paris Campbell, your predecessor before on this team was Richie James. There's no reason Paris Campbell should not be making more plays and making more catches than Richie James. And if there's not, then there's a problem. Daniel Jones getting paid his bag. Listen, this is the best time to put your best foot forward on this new contract. You got that big bag. The whole media doesn't like you. Everybody doesn't like you after getting your contract. Somehow you got your contract and other players couldn't for some reason. He's the 12th highest, 13th highest paid quarterback in this league. And I think he's top 10. Going into this game, Sunday Night Football against the Cowboys, the Giants have not beat them in a very long time when it comes to playing Dak Prescott specifically. This is your best moment to go on prime time and really make a difference. We know what you can do. We believe in your ability. Now it's time to put it all together. Throwing to guys like Darren Waller, throwing to guys like Paris Campbell. The weapons are not an issue anymore. Second year in the system, that's not an issue anymore. You have a great head coach. You got a great offensive coordinator. You have a great team around you. This team is ready to make leaps and bounds this upcoming season, and I'm glad for it to be against the Dallas Cowboys in week 1. For the game prediction, I'm going to roll with my G-men. There's no other reason why not to. Playing at home, week 1, we have to go get it. This strength of schedule is harder. You've seen everybody talking about it, but I'm not scared about the Cowboys because guess what? They don't know what to expect when it comes to us. We kind of get a general sense of what the Cowboys are going to be and what they're going to try to do. They have no idea what our offense is going to look like because when you add all these weapons that we didn't have before, it's not going to be the same deal as last year. You're not guarding David Sills. You're not guarding other guys that you're not simply seeing anymore. Marcus Johnson's not on this team anymore, and half of the people watching don't even know who Marcus Johnson is. The Giants are coming ready this season. Joe Shane made some plays and added some players to this team. Brian Daboll is going to utilize every single person. And once again, keep sleeping on Saquon This is the guy that didn't get a contract in the offseason. This is the guy that, when we're talking about all these different pieces that are added, somehow, some way, everyone's still sleeping on Saquon. Watch out for Saquon. He can go off in this game too, and he can go off on this season. He has a lot to prove, just like Daniel Jones does. And we're going to see what happens in this upcoming game. I'm super hyped. I'm super excited. Giants are going to win 27-20. I got 27-20 G-Men. So y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Subscribe also. Road to 10K is active, man. Make sure you stay tuned for this live stream on Saturday night, 8 p.m. I'm going to be doing my schedule prediction overall with the Giants and also just going to be talking, chilling, vibing, and hopefully getting hyped for that game on Sunday night, man. Hope to catch y'all there. If you haven't seen my other videos, I got more videos to the left right here, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Let's go, Big Blue. Peace.
He's been my former, but my ladder will be coming in February when the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl and play the Cincinnati Bengals.
Stop the cap. What's going on, family? Back on here with the Juke, man. And calling all the Daniel Jones haters. Pull up to this video. Watch this video real quick. The New York Yankees lose the series. We get swept back in the third quarter. Third quarter was really when we started making our moves. Then DeMar, banger.
Make sure you subscribe to the Juke.